In a hole in the ground, there lived a hobbit. Many ages ago, when this ancient planet was not quite so ancient, long before man recorded his history, it was the time of Middle-earth, when man shared his days with elves, dwarves, wizards, goblins, dragons, and hobbits. In the lands of Middle-earth, in an area known as the Shire, there was a village named Hobbiton. There, in a hole in the ground, lived a hobbit. Not a nasty, dirty, wet hole, nor a dry, bare, sandy hole. It was a hobbit hole, and that means comfort. You cannot enter here. Go back to the abyss prepared for you. Go back. Fall to the nothingness that awaits you and your master. Go!
Long ago, in the early years of the Second Age, the great elven smiths forged rings of power, 9 for mortal men, 7 for the dwarf lords, 3 for the tall elf kings. But then the Dark Lord learned the craft of ring making and made the Master Ring, the one ring to rule them all. Ash Naz Dabatulu. Ash Naz Gimbatul. One ring to rule them all. One ring to find them. One ring to bring them all. And in the darkness bind them. You cannot pass. I am a servant of the secret fire. You cannot pass. Go back to the shadow. You cannot pass. Like fools.
Что вы хотите этим сказать? Просто желаете мне доброго утра? Или утверждаете, что утро сегодня доброе, неважно, что я об этом думаю? Или имеете в виду, что нынешним утром все должны быть добрыми?
Вот-вот, Бильбо, моя прелесть. Вот так же его называл Горлум, прежний владелец. Выкладывай кольцо, себе его забирать не собираюсь. Пригрозил ему огнем, и он рассказал, как все было. Я у него выпытал про то, как он лишился кольца. Но вот дальше он словно окаменел и только хныкал. Видно, какой-то ужас сковал ему язык. Правда, при этом он намекнул, что у него завелись какие-то новые чудесные друзья. И они покажут, кому надо, где орки зимуют.
Yksi sormus löytää heidät. Se yksi heitä hallitsee. Se yksi heidät yöhön syöksee ja pimeyteen kahlitsee. Tämä on Herra Sormus. Se sormus, jonka Sauron kadotti kauan sitten. Hän himoitsee sormusta kovin, mutta hänen ei tule sitä saada. Niin. Sauron on taas noussut.
I suppose you think that was terribly clever. Bilbo Baggins! Do not take me for some conjurer of cheap tricks. I am not trying to rob you. I'm trying to help you.
Pity. It was pity that stayed Bilbo's hand. Many that live deserve death, and some that die deserve life. Can you give it to them, Frodo? Do not be too eager to deal out death and judgment. Even the very wise cannot see all ends. My heart tells me that Gollum has some part to play yet, for good or ill, before this is over. The pity of Bilbo may rule the fate of men. So do all who live to see such times, but that is not for them to decide. All we have to decide is what to do with the time that is given to us. There are other forces at work in this world, Frodo, besides the will of evil. Bilbo was meant to find the ring, in which case you also were meant to have it. And that is an encouraging thought.
Gandalf, Yes. That was what they used to call me. Gandalf the Grey. That was my name. I am Gandalf the White. And I come back to you now. At the turn of the tide. And I hope you never have to. And if you do remember this, true courage is about knowing not when to take a life, but when to spare one.
One ring to rule them all, one ring to find them, one ring to bring them all, and in the darkness bind them. This is the one ring to rule them all. The ancient kings of elves, dwarves, and men use the rings of power to rule their lands. The Dark Lord Sauron created this ring to rule all the others. When he fell in battle, he lost it. A strange creature called Gollum found the ring and was corrupted by it. Bilbo won it from Gollum, and now it is yours. But the Lord of the Rings has returned, and all his thought is bent on finding the ring. Yes, I am here, and you are lucky to be anywhere after all the absurd things you've done. I was held captive by the treachery of Saruman the White, the chief of the wizards, but now I am free, and astonished that you brought the ring all this way. Hobbits seem especially resistant to the evil of the ring. Only a ranger. My dear Frodo, rangers are the last remnant of the kings of ancient Numenor, but now your part in the quest of Mount Doom is complete. You shall hear all about it in many meetings. You are to be the guest at the Council of Elrond.
You've slept half the morning, Mr. Baggins. That won't convince Thorin that you're a fierce burglar. For now, you'll just have to walk to the Green Dragon Inn. The dwarves are waiting. No time for it, and no time to pack. Just fetch your walking stick. Who knows where you will end up today? Halt! Dread has come upon you all! The goblins of the north are coming! Behold, they ride upon wargs!
Have the young man step forward. I'm Gandalf, Vitruvius!